23 years ago, Disney's beloved animated classic Lilo and Stitch dropped in cinemas around the world. 23 years later, we get a modern day live action reimagining of it, which I've just seen. So let's talk about it. Hey, welcome back to the video. It's a brand new movie review. Today I'm talking all about the brand new Disney live action movie called Lilo and Stitch. Anyone heard of that film before? Well, they've just dropped a brand new modern live action reimagining. It's in cinemas across the UK right now, which I've just seen. Before I start talking about it, as always, just a friendly reminder, these are just my thoughts, so don't let this dictate whether or not you decide to go and see it. You might see it and feel totally differently to me. That's okay, because movies aren't made to cater for everyone. Without further ado, let's start talking about it. And this Lilo and Stitch wasn't a Disney film that I grew up. It wasn't a childhood Disney film for me. The Lion King was that. Toy Story was that. But it was a film that I've seen a few times. I like it. And I love Stitch. I love the character of Stitch. He's just huggable. He's just, I really want to have you as a pet. I want you in my life. I wish you were real. And because of that, I sort of knew that I was going to like this. And, you know, I may be biased, but I love Disney. I love Disney. I love what they produce. And I think because of that, I'm always slightly more inclined to like stuff that comes out, especially cinema stuff. I find that Disney Plus stuff that comes straight on Disney Plus, I find I'm a bit more critical about. But on the whole, I'm probably more likely to enjoy Disney stuff just because that's who I am as a person and I love Disney. So I wouldn't class this a biased review, but just know that I love Disney, which is why I have these thoughts. But Lilo and Stitch was a really good film. It's nice to have this and everyone fall back in love again with the live actions. And like I said in my Snow White review, I'm always a bit hit and miss with the live action Disney remakes because I feel like the majority of them are good. There's very few live actions that I don't like Alice in Wonderland. I didn't like that. But on the whole, I enjoy most of the live action Disney stuff, and this is no exception. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was fun. I thought it was wholesome. I thought it had a really nice flow to it. I thought we kind of, although we sort of know these characters anyway because of the original, but even if you didn't and you were just watching this film as a standalone film without any prior knowledge of the original film, you get to know these characters really well, really intimately, really intensely and closely, and you build quite a nice bond with them. And therefore it's more enjoyable to watch the film because you feel like you're friends with Lilo and Stitch and you want the best for them. And what this film does, it has a really nice balance of wholesome moments of like family and love and all of that stuff, but it has a really nice balance of humour. It's funny, it has similar humour to the original, but also a little bit more modern humour, a little bit more, not trendy humour, but more elements of humour that a modern day audience would understand. So if you're taking children to see it, they will still be able to laugh along because they can understand the jokes. And it's great. And I have to say, dare I admit it, but I was in tears at the end of this film. I don't know why. Maybe it was just because I had a long day, but I just found it really sweet, really heartwarming, and yeah, I started crying. So there you go. Thank you for that, Disney. But really nice Hawaiian roller coaster is a tune, and a really nice tune that they've remade for this film. It's really good, and I just loved the actress that played Lilo. I thought she was a real, genuine, lovely child actress. You know, she was supporting the cast of Snow White when they had their movie, and I just feel like she really enjoyed playing the role of Lilo, but also really enjoyed being part of the whole experience and really thankful for it. And I just love her as a person. I think she's really lovely. She's a really sweet girl, you know. But on the whole, I feel like I haven't really spoken about the film, I've just sort of spoken about things. But this is a great film. It's a great runtime. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It had a perfect balance of everything you want from a live action Disney movie. It's wholesome, it's hearty, it's the same story. They've stayed very true to it. There's aspects of it which are a little bit different or have changed slightly, but for the most part they've stayed true to the original story, and they've sort of made it worthwhile remaking, I think. You know, sometimes they remake the films just because, but I do feel like this is a good and worthy remake that does a really good job. It does everything you expect it to do, and is a really enjoyable watch for people of all ages. You know, it's not just for kids. I feel like this is a really perfect film that suits all ages, and, you know, is great for a half-term viewing. So if you're going to check it out with family over half-term, enjoy. If you're quick, though, to go and see it, you may be lucky enough to get some A3 posters. I haven't got any on hand to show you, which is annoying. But you will be quick. You'll get some double-sided. It's a poster and an activity sheet. Disney do normally do stuff like that. And if you do see it in 3D, I know definitely at Cineworld, if you see it in 3D, you may be lucky enough to get your hands on a 3D poster, which I have also got, but not got to hand, so that's annoying. So if you're quick, you may be lucky enough to go and get some freebies as well, which is always good when you go to the cinema. And I also just want to note, the marketing for this movie has been incredible. The people that are on the marketing team for Lilo and Stitch 2025 need a raise, need definitely a huge pat on the back. Incredible. I have heaps and heaps of respect for you, because it was a real good job at marketing this movie. But there you go, there's everything I've got to say on Lilo and Stitch. A very messy movie review, but I love Lilo and Stitch. A very good film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would recommend to you. As always, though, before I wrap up this movie review, what do I rate it out of 10? Will it be joining this collection? Well, technically the collection over there, because that's where my live action Disneys are, but the DVD collection, I mean. It is going to get from me a 9 out of 10. I know, very, very high indeed. Very high indeed. So it's definitely in a strong place to land in my top 10 movies of 2025 at the end of this year. There we go. Will it be joining the collection? Of course it will be. A 9 out of 10 movie is guaranteed to be joining my collection. And will be joining my DVD collection when it comes out straight away. Like I say, there you go. That's everything I've got to say on Lilo and Stitch in cinemas across the UK right now. And as always, in the description below is the movie plot, a link to the movie trailer, as well as a link to my movie review playlist, which features every single movie review that I've ever done. Plenty more to come very soon, including The Salt Path, which drops very soon, and Karate Kid Legends, all dropping next week. You'll hear from me with movie reviews of those. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this movie review, and I shall see you in another video very soon.